I figured out the best solution for living abroad. The best solution. That's it. You thank me later. You know, them times that not yeah, papa no back for about years and years and years and sana when you're paper and sana waba betrim and then after about 10, 15, 20 years, you know about for be caught and all them things. And so I didn't know more. So I didn't know. They say there's loads of ways to kind of because I watch um when you watch people, the locals are complaining, say hoarding. Economy hiding. Then they're hiding from wherever. From time a year war Adam in hiding. But anyway. And almost almost two brochure are complaining say Omo buy and as good as they thought. And to my Jones menya solution. I feel the menya solution. You know. The best way to live in this I didn't see untra kakra na untra kakra. Now hear me out, right? We are see a change, right? Time na was all better ejuma baako. Na your fact to say you know when your file cry, you're not guaranteed that job for years. Back in the day, you were guaranteed a job for about 15, 20, or for life. Them times are over. It's over now. So when you do my plan forever. So what who will be ABA in business yeah that I will Ghana, right? Ultimate boys Ghana. That tells me say you've got the talent to do business. Why don't you start the business, go abroad, right? Make some money and then put that money into the business. So what you do is when you come back, or you come back to Ghana, you kind of keep maintaining business going, and then when you come back to Abuja, you come and work some more. Now you might tell me, say, oh, because we will do sika and blah blah and everything, but you're not staying there for long. Number one, and number two, so I worry, and I say, oh partner, I didn't hear about kuntra, right? So Obana tra Ghana, then be man ako face kaba, no idea. But and I say, so Obana so know what more skills for musika, be man tra ho, no Obana tra ho, right? Someone tell me why that can't work in 2025 going. I didn't think it can work. Now, the ultimate, we catch him about Ankwala. We be catch him about Ankwala, right? Okay. Ankwala no. Since when the Nkola dictate how adults should kind of live their life forever? Wo na unam na Nkola no di wachi. Enya the other way around. Enya wo na wo di Nkola no chi. Now, don't forget another thing. Make us say ba kontra baby. Inti no wo kwa ba. You man so bema no etena oba no tena bema no tena brochie no oba no tena Ghana. Ono an say bema no nye sika no or the about no abehwe business ka no okọ. Schooling. Now, you do realize that you're homeschooling, my boy. You do realize that ubetimi atamoba, ubetimi atamoba, are you homeschooling? Ain't you know, baby, I will two pound we are singing. I'll be in Nako. You can take your kids to wherever curriculum there is. Yeah, wherever. You can learn all of that by homeschooling. So when I say the reason why you're doing the homeschooling is because you can travel with them wherever you're going, right? While working as well. Therefore, that means that you don't have to stay around in one country for about 15, 20, 30 years, yeah, before you go back. You can do both. Wait, may have it because I met some Somalian guys. It drew a year, and they always take their kids about 2, 3 years back home to learn the culture to come back. That brings me to another point. Now, the other point you're gonna tell me now is a Juma, because a Juma bena that means the traditional sense of office forever is done. So I now understand why I say neko for security jobs ni nyama nyama. Ushe agent for a year. driving jobs. So what skill, what you're highly skilled at, you're able to negotiate when, as and when you want to work. So what I say, all register with agencies. It be 3 months, no to call back 3 months. Open permanent job, yeah, on my palm, even though they say they will allow it, they're not gonna allow it. So the best of both worlds, let me say, you get a job that's flexible. For example, driving, right? Say if you drive a car, or Ghana. It's the same thing here, same DVLA, same thing abroad. So why can't you come work for a few months and go back? ABR, open to your consultant, right? ABR, you're working from home. Them times when I talk about office nature. Why can't you kind of learn your skills from home? Work remotely. A lot of people are working remotely. In Kofobe, the younger people, no, are working like from America, maybe or time zones in the Bahano. And answer what Europe are. And answer also sorry and pa. You're working in the office. Office don't care where you're working from. Also right now, I don't care say hana say be I see produce a report where you are. It doesn't matter where the location is. So what I'm saying is that you can incorporate a lot more remote ways of working or skills. So skills now. Then you can think about driving, you can think about teaching, you can online teaching. I figured it out. That's the best way of living both worlds. Them days of coming to Abuja to live there all your life, a trim. And if Ghana 2 is not working for you, sometimes Ubetimaka try it. Find out what skills will work and establish a business and live well. Don't forget, say, and class when I will raise your money. Ube raise your own baby, not when to in control move your money trim. Or buy a cook prison and yama and answer debia or police or someone and I'll bet him right? It is idea way and you can solve it by being flexible and being remote. That's the best way. Meaning could be Ghana. Oh yeah, dear, like seeing about the tone, about business. He's so good. I feel Abrochia Bonichim forever. That's it. I had to say will be out Hasena. I would say Abrochina was all Ghana. Why drink in Adaho? Also, Sam to not drink in Adaha. But I always kept saying to him, say, why don't you do both? I didn't hear. Comba. Say cars and I walk off cobra. Say Yaman Akofa no aquaba. So you live in both worlds anyway. Anyway, I just thought about that anyway. And I thought that's the best compromise. Because a butcher food soon, Ghana food soon. So do both. Ube nyang pepper. Last one yen krata. Ube kase so winning krata. So winning krata dia. Uba. I didn't say unkomba. Uba visitor. Oba fair Yaman Akwaba. Eventually, mama and krata no. Then you still adopt the same way. Because Uba visitor, you go about I think 3 to 6 months, right? 3 to 6 months, it can work. That's it. And I want papers the same thing as well. I think that's the best compromise, best of both worlds anyway. But let me know what you think anyway. But don't be quick to dismiss things out of the box. Because obviously boxing again hasn't been working so far. So be prepared to consider our options and let me know. All right.